So step number 4 is really to lift your team up. Okay, so as you're coming in, let me know if you agree, with what I'm talking about. Lifting your team up, because sometimes you see other leaders or just partners of yours, right? Maybe your senior partner. They always try to get eyes on themselves, right? They try to get do everything. They think they're Superman or Superwoman. They don't let go their responsibilities, and they always make it themselves. But what we should do to build rock solid team is to give out these responsibilities, and also to constantly lift people up, right? Whenever we are at an event, we're at a convention, we should always recognize other people in your team, right? It's not about you. So whenever we are at an event, find a testimonial, and have them talk about it, so they can actually get personal growth, and they are recognized being the upcoming leader. So other people start taking more responsibility, and they will lead the team instead of you always leading the team, right? That's how you can grow a big team. Okay, so the step 5 is to inspire instead of to motivate. Okay, so because don't you see a lot of leaders, sometimes they try to motivate you, try to say all these things like to empower you, right? But they do nothing. They just sit back and they just watch you take actions. But you basically want somebody to do it with you, to be in the trenches with you, right? To if you have somebody side by side and teach you everything and actually do it with you, if you have an appointment, okay, if you have an appointment and your senior partner is actually helping you to do, like, let's say a 3-way call, an appointment, don't you feel a lot more confident because you can actually learn from somebody that's successful instead of you just doing it by yourself? Okay, so basically we want to inspire by taking actions ourselves, so that we are doing what we're saying. Instead of just empowering, we're actually doing it. And when our junior partner is taking actions, we're actually there with them to do it together, right? So this is actually growing as a team, and you actually helping them to gain the skill set, and help them to make money as soon as possible. And once they make money, get a taste of the residual income, they will never leave the team, right? They will always keep growing because they are actually making money. They're having confidence. Okay, so step 6. Okay, so focus on the why, because if you don't know why your teammate joined the business, let's say they come in for the products, and or let's say they have a personal reason why they started the business, but let's say they got distracted, they're not as motivated as before. How do you keep the momentum up, to continue the momentum, right? The one thing is to remind why they started the business, right? To actually take note of the reason behind why they started business. Is it for the parents? Is it to get more income so that to pay for the kids' tuition? Is it to retire the parents? Is it to get more time freedom with their family? What is the true reason why your teammate started the business, right? So once you actually have that, you can actually leverage that to motivate, to poke the pain, right? To go back to why they started the business and remind them, hey John, I remember that you started a business because you want to retire your parents. Are you still serious about it? Is that still important to you, right? And if the answer is yes, you can say, hey, why don't we sit down and go through your name list and book a few appointments and get going, right? So this is how you get them motivated again, and keep the momentum going, because you poke their pain, you remind them why, and keep them focused. Because once they have that picture in mind where they want to go, let's say they want to retire parents, and they picture how they feel after they retire parents, and that will bring back the motivation, the irritation. Most likely is irritation, because they see where they're at, and they're not satisfied with the growth. and they really want to retire their parents, right? So that will irritate them a lot because time is money, and then they're not getting the growth that they want. So always go back to the why. It always works 100%. And that's step 6, and that's basically 3 other steps that you can build a rock solid team. Is basically just putting your team in front of you, right? If your team succeed, you will succeed, right? You will make the residual income. If you help enough people to get what they want, right, you will automatically get what you want.